Hi everyone, I'm Jen Sheffer from the Burlington High School Help Desk, and I'm very excited to have joining me for this Snapchat tutorial.
Jillian Peluso. I'm a freshman here at Burlington High School in the help desk.
She is a freshman and she knows everything about Snapchat. So we're going to learn a ton from her today. And our focus here is on digital citizenship. And so what we really want to focus on is understanding the privacy settings. And Jillian is going to debunk some of the myths surrounding Snapchat because there's been quite a bit of chatter lately here at Burlington High School about our district account that we have created, and some of the students are not aware of exactly I guess the inner workings of Snapchat, and there's some misconceptions. So I've shared those misconceptions with Jillian, and so she is here to school everybody on all the story sharing and everything else. So
the ins and outs of Snapchat.
Yes. So before we even get into filters and all that other things, we're going to talk about settings because that's really, really important. So I'm going to let her take over. I'll jump in whenever I have questions. But yeah, if you could start off with showing us settings, that'd be great.
Okay, first I'm going to show you how to get to settings. At the top of your Snapchat screen, right here, you'll see there's a white ghost. If you click on that once, it takes you to this screen here, which has all your information. And in the top right-hand corner of that, there is a white gear that is your settings. So you want to click on that once. And then here's your settings, and everything about it is pretty straightforward. Your name, we made it the Burlington Snapchat because that's what we are. The birthday, username, things like that you want to put in yourself, email, password, but you can do who can contact you. A common misconception that is here in Burlington mainly is that when we add you, that we can see your story, but this account will never be adding you back. We can only see your story unless you add us. So if you add us, we get to see nothing of yours, but you only get to see our story.
So Jillian, can you tap on contact me? Right now it says my friends. So what happens when we tap on that?
When you tap on that, you get to change it. You can either say who can contact you, so people you add are your friends, so your friends can Snapchat you right here. But since we don't have any, we want to do receive snaps from everyone. So if someone from outside is trying to show us something really cool, we can still get to see that.
Right, and so if you added the Burlington Public Schools Snapchat account, you'll see our stories.
Yes.
We will not see your stories if your settings, your contact me settings, are on my friends.
Yes.
Correct, right? Okay. So that's the first.
If we leave contact me and go back to settings, there's view my story. So this is another way you can do it. You can do custom, so you can make sure only certain people can see your story, but that's not what we do. We do everyone because we want to receive snaps from anyone who's trying to contact us. But if you did from my friends right here, then only people that you've added back will be able to Snapchat you, which is very useful sometimes.
So if we received a story that was inappropriate from somebody who added us,
yes,
we could turn on that custom, right?
This view my story is only for people if they add us, if they can see our story or not. So this is basically us clarifying who gets to see our stories when we post one.
Okay, but there is a way to block users, right?
Yes,
people who've added you.
There's a way to block people.
So let's do that too. Okay,
let's block someone from our thing. Hi. If you go over and hold down on someone's name, and then you can actually go to settings and hit block.
We would never block you, Melissa.
Cancel. And then if we go back to settings, and there's much more that you can do here.
Can you go through that again?
Okay.
A little bit slower for us, Jillian. One more time
Okay.
First, let's go back to the main screen where it says who's added us or our friends.
So let's leave settings, which is the back green arrow in the top left.
Okay.
And then hit the arrow at the bottom of your screen to leave this. And then you can go over to people who have
So how did you get to that screen? What did you just do to get to that?
I swiped right, which brought us over to this screen.
Gotcha.
Or you could swipe left, which brings you over to where your stories would be.
Okay, we'll talk about that later, but let's just go through blocking a user. So first step is to do what?
You can hold down on their contact. If you hold down on a second or two, this should come up. And then from there, you want to hit the settings button, which is the gear right here. And then you can either edit their name, so that'll show what their name comes up when you see them. You can remove them as a friend, or you can block them altogether so you can't see their story, they can't see yours, and you cannot receive snaps from them.
Okay, so editing the name, you have the control over how they appear in your friends list?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now it comes up as York High School Dukes. That is the default, what they put as their name. But we, as our own account, can edit how we see their name come
Okay.
up. And from there you could hit cancel and it would take you back.
Now the purple camera icon button, what will that do?
If you clap on that, click on that, it'll start a video chat and then you can talk back and forth.
Okay, live?
Live.
Awesome.
Mhm.
What about the...
On the left is the caption button. If you click on that, you can start typing and talk to them, but we're
Okay.
not going to do that.
And you can also, it looks like it, if you go back to that really quick,
Mhm.
you can send a picture, make a phone call,
And if you
video call.
Yep. Right here, there's a bunch of different stickers, and this is Cheeky Pop Fun, and then each one has its own category, like Ghost World, and then each one. And if we clicked on the one on the far left, that would be able to view our gallery, and then we can send them a photo. And the phone icon, if you hold down, you can send an audio recording. And then the camera one, if you hold down, you can send a little video recordings.
So if you're using this with students,
Mhm.
you could send an audio message to a student.
Yes.
Can you send it to multiple users at once, or do you have to do it one user at a time?
You could always take a video of yourself, and then when you hit send, you can clarify who you're sending it to, but that would be a video and not an audio.
And that might be better to just put on as a story if you want the whole class
if you want
to
the
see
whole
it.
class to see it, put it on your story, and if you put something like that on your story, if you swipe up on it, you get to see who has viewed it and if anyone has screenshotted it.
Okay, great. So I want to go back into settings, and is there anything else that we should look at in the settings? So let's just go back into our personal settings. So what else? The privacy policy is there.
Mhm.
Okay.
You can go to manage and filters, so you can turn on filters if you want to have your geotag on, filters that regular ones that Snapchat allows you to use. Your friend emojis, which is a really cool one, you get to change. If you Snapchat someone a lot, then you'll have your best friend when a different emoji will come up, but you get to change the emoji if you want to make it something else. And I think that's really cool because if your super BFF is your boyfriend, then you can do a heart, or if it's a girlfriend, you can do something else and things like that.
Or your favorite student.
Oh yeah, favorite student definitely gets a heart.
All right, what else do we have in there?
You can do travel mode. It reduces Snapchat's mobile data usage, so if you're trying to conserve data or something like that, you can. Permissions is location. It's like basically things in settings that you can change, like if they get to access your location or not. If you don't want them to see your location, that's one thing. Or if you don't want Snapchat to use your camera, microphone, or receive notifications from it, things like that. And those are all really cool things if you don't want someone to be on your thing and seeing.
Yeah. Can you enable or disable your location information based on individual snaps that you take?
No,
Or
I don't believe so.
It's all or nothing.
I believe it's more of an all or nothing thing. So if
Okay.
you take a picture, if your location is on, then you get to see it. If it's not, then you don't.
Okay, because I know on Facebook sometimes you can remove your location. And,
It doesn't
you
show you
can't.
location unless you personally send your location to someone.
okay,
If you swipe and get the Burlington filter, then that person will get to see you're in Burlington.
okay, all right. So let's see what else. Is there anything else? The big thing that I wanted. Oh, let's click on blocked.
Blocked. Right now, we have no blocked Snapchatters.
But if you did block someone, they would appear there.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you blocked someone, but you wanted to see their account every now and then, which you might want to, you can come and see. Or you wanted to unblock someone, you can come and see them right here.
Now, is there a way to report somebody who's not?
I don't believe there is.
Behaving.
You can just block them so that way you don't get they don't get to bother you anymore, but there's no way to
Because you
really
can
report.
do that on Twitter. You can report users
but
for
since
inappropriate.
this isn't a very public thing, this isn't out there for anyone unless they get your username. You
Mhm.
can't search people's names on here and find them, so it's not something that's really needed.
All right, you just brought up a point. Let's talk about how do we add people? How do we find people on Snapchat? How can you add them?
So let's leave settings. If you go to camera, which would be your main home screen, click on the ghost at the top. Then you get to go from here. It says added me, add friends, and my friends. You want to hit the one in the middle that says add friends. From here you can go to the top and say add by username, which you'd have to type in their exact username.
So why don't you do mine? JL Scheffer, SCHEFFER. I should pop up. Yep.
Then we can add your account.
Let's do it.
Hit the plus sign, and now the purple check clarifies that we've added the account.
Okay.
And then if we go back, there's other ways you can add people. You can share your username as well. You can add people who are nearby in your Wi-Fi, or you can add by their snap code.
What's the snap code?
Snap code would be if each person has their own personal. Let's go back one step.
Yeah, if you want to use my phone to show people that.
Do you see the yellow square in the middle, which has the B in the middle? That is your personal snap code. So you can add people.
You want to show?
Yeah, sure. So let's go back to here, and then if you turn the camera around, you can hold down on your screen when someone's snap code is in it, and then you can add them from there, which usually come up and you just hit OK and add the person, which then you can add them straight from there, which is really cool. If you don't know their username or you don't want to have to type it all in, you can just do that
Right.
quick.
And so on mine, I have, I don't know if you want to show, I have added me, and I have 2 people that added me. So I tap on that, and
it
I
shows
see,
you.
okay, so Burley Schools added me, and you added me. So I just tap on the plus, and I just added Burley Schools. All
So
right.
now it should be showing up that someone has added us.
All
Right here.
right.
So then from here, you can go click on that and it will take you to people who have added us. This is just a really fun application to use. Kids nowadays go on Snapchat a couple times an hour,
Yeah.
which seems crazy, but it's really not, considering this is like our new way of contacting people. People are texting less now and Snapchat DMing more.
Yep. Can you go back to the screen so everyone can see you? Or see. Now, next to us, it says Burley Schools 34.
34
What's
is our
that mean?
Snap score. So Burley_schools, that is our username that people add us with. And that's where our personalized Snap code is made from, which is the yellow thing. And the 34 is our Snap, our score. Each person, if you Snapchat more people, your score gets even higher. More people view your story, your score gets higher.
So who determines that score? Snapchat?
Yes.
Oh, I have 9. I'm doing great. I have a 9.
I believe I'm up to 20 or 40,000.
What?
Because I use Snapchat all the time. Oh yeah, and I have a lot of streaks, which would also accumulate points.
That's another tutorial. Let's wrap it up by, if we tap on My Friends, what does that just show, like the
It
address
shows
book?
people that we have
Okay.
added.
So I want to give a shout out to Melissa Elmler. Thank you so much for taking the Snapchat challenge. And also Sarah, the teacher, is going to be doing that as well. So Sarah, thank you so much. Am I on here now?
You
As
should be.
Jen? Oh yeah, and I'm going to be taking the Snapchat challenge. I'm doing it every day. So thank you. Let's head back so you can sign off and say goodbye to everybody. But once again, Burlington High School Help Desk students leading the way, teaching me, teaching you, and hopefully coming up with some great ideas once we learn how to use this tool, some creative ways to use it with kids, if not, just simply to communicate and send reminders, and you guys are gonna come up with the ideas. So we're excited to have you, and thank you guys for watching. Remember those settings, and we'll be back soon. Talk about streaks next time. Is that right?
Snapchat streaks with your best friend. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.